love is shown in many ways too. Like
Yeah.
those are always like acts of love in a sense. It's like it's not out of hatred. It's not out of this or that. It's another act of love shown in another way, and
Yeah.
rekindling
Tough love.
it'll come through. And like some people, they have like images of like what you were, right? What was like, they like there's like a bubble. Like sometimes
Yeah.
people have a bubble around of what this was versus now what it is. and
Yeah.
and, and the only way to break through that bubble is just to keep presenting what is.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, there's always people always try to have this expectation that you have to be this nearly perfect being, even if you're abused drugs or not. And for some people that have those standards so high, it's almost like like a double standard.
Yeah.
When you can't even commit to those standards, why are you asking others to commit to that as well, right?
Yeah.
So it almost becomes like a paradox. Like you throw yourself in and then you rebound out because you can't even meet those standards.
Yeah.
So in a way, I believe God's time is perfect,
Yeah.
and He's preparing you for something, and He's preparing the other side as well to be able to rekindle, reconnect. But it all has to marinate in God's time. Sometimes we want it our way in our time, and things just
Yeah.
go and it's a chaos. But
Yeah.
when God interferes and say, "Hold on, Benson, you're walking with me today.
Yeah.
When you walk with me, you're gonna walk at the same pace as me. And
Yeah.
when I let go of your hand, that's when you're ready." That's
Yeah.
how good our God is. And my question to you is, because it seems like your family was trying to love you through discipline,
Yeah.
right? Because
And
go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, and protection too. Their I was an image, and I was something they didn't want around their kids. Um, which is tough. It's tough love, I guess. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I had to accept that. But in a sense, who would want a raging drug addict, lying junkie, around what they're trying to grow up? It's like that's the truth behind it. So and yeah, just tough love, and yeah, discipline in a sense of like, look, well, hey, if he's not going to commit to rehab, if he doesn't go to learn through prison or something like that, then why should we let him back into our system? Our what we our morals, our beliefs and stuff like that, which I completely understand and I respect that
You know,
now,
you know,
more so.
it's funny you mentioned that because the concept of being with God is that doesn't mean that you want to repeat the sin that you committed in the past. But for example, you understand that somebody sacrificed everything for you. And for
Yeah.
that reason, you need to continue living without that sin, but always in the image of your own creator that is perfect. Even though your imperfections are always going to be there, but what
Yeah.
guides you and makes you holy is not your acts, is your faith in the God you have put in. And that
Yeah.
love that he has is going to free you from every single chain.
Yeah.
Every chain that you see today, like for example, the chain of not connecting with your nephew, I'm pretty sure you missed them. But I can
Yeah.
tell you one thing, and I tell you this, I'm a little older than you guys. I can tell you, not based on science, because I'm a man of science, and yeah, academically I learn a lot. But one thing I learned from my spirit, from my God, is that he breaks chains. And when he breaks them, Benson, nobody can interfere. No one.
Yeah.
So, my question to you with breaking chains, what are chains your what was the hardest chain to break when you were recovering?
I believe probably like my ego, I guess. Like of like I still probably do have an ego in a sense, but I believe the ego of using drugs is and being so heavily involved and addicted is okay. It's normal. I believe breaking at that, realizing that now it's not. It's not normal to do what I was doing, you know. And I guess that is the ego, right?
Yeah, it's a sense
Breaking,
of pride.
yeah,
It's a sense of pride to go back to your comfort zone.
yeah. And it was a very toxic comfort zone. And I mean, just like the quantity and the amount and the types of drugs that I was using is just disgusting. And yeah, breaking free of that and realizing that was one big step. To the point of, you know, to extreme measures of hospitalizations and further, and just complete being always broke and just, yeah, just, the list goes on.
I'll let my partners go ahead.
Yeah.